Hey, this is for Lightning Shot 12. I mentioned this exercise where you find out your overlap. Um, so, starting with my comfortablest note and placement for my middle range, and then working my way down without changing tone or being consistent in tone and not switching registers or going through my passagios. So that would be. Sorry. That would be like a B2 would be the lowest I could go, and I'd have to switch it through my passaggio into my lower register, or my lower chest register. Okay, and then starting at the bottom and working my way up. That's like a C sharp 4, thereabouts. But a C sharp 4 there, as verse 2. So it's thinner. Or for me, it feels thinner. And it's actually easier to thin my voice and go up. Almost like switching registers into my falsetto would be for somebody if you were going to say, do high notes. It's easier to do high notes and switch to your falsetto if the note is high enough. Because that's a comfortable note for your falsetto register. You know what I mean? Like, I can go up to a D5 with my upper chest, or like a C5, D5, with my upper chest register, I guess, or whatever. I can go high, but it, or not my falsetto, it's, with my falsetto, I can go up to like a C5 or a D5, where I raise the back of my throat, my soft palate, and just go for it. But it's actually easier or more comfortable for me to use my whistle register or false chord function to hit a C5 note. That's the note that it goes for when I use that. So it's easier than having to push my falsetto up to a D5 when I can just go straight in with my whistle register. I don't use falsetto that often, so it's actually harder for me to get into it, but whatever. But yeah, and since this is about Spintos, and I ramble, it's horrible. But it's as far as I know, Spintos, besides having lyric and dramatic qualities to their voice and being able to sing dramatic passages while having lyric voices, or having lyric voices but still being able to sing dramatic passages or push their voices into dramatic phrasing or whatever, for me, I interpret that as being that overlap that a Spinto voice has. Like, you saw mine, and say I had to sing a note that was an E flat 5. Well, I could go, or not an E flat 5, an E flat 4, or an E4, or a C4, because whatever. But I could sing a C4, and then in my comfortable mid-note range, I could sing that note. And then I could push that note, by using that lower, heavier tonal quality and placement to push out a C4 that's even heavier, even more dramatic, then the comfortable placings C4. So it's not that I'm using like a different voice, I guess you could say. It's not that I'm doing that, and it's not even that I'm it's kind of it's everything's in chest register, right? But there's your lower chest register below your passaggio, and then there's your upper chest register, which is above your passaggio. But because my lower chest register and my upper chest register overlap, I could sing a note that's lyric in my upper chest register at the bottom of it. And then for intensity, I could switch over into the lower chest register and belt that note out like really powerfully, and really heavily. I'm not going to do that. Because honestly, the training that it takes to do that with my voice without having to take like a large gap and work my way up to it, I'm not super good about my note placement. I don't often pay attention to that, and it's a problem. I can't just do like sing a C3 and then I sing a C3 and then sing a C3 in a different placement and then sing a C3. I can't do that. But if I had the training to do that, then I would be able to do it smoothly with little to no wait time, I guess, and no workup. So then it would be light note or lyric note, dramatic note. Lyric note, then dramatic note. And it's the same note, but the voice timbre is dramatically different. Or at least noticeably different. That's what I always say. If it's noticeably different in your timbres between the different passaggios, then you're probably a spinto. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you liked it. Okay, bye.